Oh my God. I mean, such strong character. It made me cry. I could, feel the pain.
Yeah, I don't know if you were at the screening, but after this, in the last screening, there was a spontaneous like applause from the audience.
Oh,
And
yes, you deserve that.
no, thanks, but for like there'll be a lot of questions ki why you've seen it, so like not to give spoilers, but like why does this
Yes,
happen to this character, ye wo. But this is the reason why I wanted to do it because the character will win a lot of hearts, break a lot of hearts, and also walk away with a lot of the praise and the sympathy. So plus it's something new for me to do.
exactly. But tell me something, how did you get the character? Because as far as I know, Mr. Bansali, when he's writing the script or writing the character, he probably knows who he wants to cast. How did Lajjo happen?
So when not now, but 2, 3 years ago, when they were still writing it, then when he was just a showrunner, Bhansali sir was none of this. At that time, there was another director attached, and they had offered me another character, uh, which didn't which was a not exciting for me to do because I'd done something gray in the past, and um I didn't enjoy it so much, and I like honestly it didn't work for me. I also couldn't vibe with the director in the same way. So then I was like, maybe not. And then later, I was told that he wants when again he was writing something special when Mr. Bhansali got fully involved himself. Then he called me. He said, "I'm doing this now. Tell me, would you like to, or what is your feeling about this?" So then I was really excited. I was like, yeah, absolutely. I would love to do this if you're doing it and it's such a special character. And I think that
Yes.
it's kind of like dessert, it's like it leaves you wanting more, but you can't have more than just that much. And I think that gauging the responses of the people that were in the screening that day and how some of them were just like holding me and crying and just speechless, unable to come up with words. I feel like it will be a memorable character for me. And that's my whole quest in life. Like, I want to do memorable characters that have iconic dialogues that become a part of popular culture.
You've been doing that, so yes. But tell me something, how is it working with Mr. Bhansali? We all know that he's a strict taskmaster, but what is the reality?
Yeah, he's strict. But I mean, you would also be strict if like you were spending lakhs and crores on every single day. If you had this massive city that was built as a set for you, if each costume was like a vintage piece of fabric sourced from an unknown market in Chandni Chowk and stitched together to create the authenticity. If each piece of jewelry was a vintage piece of jewelry crafted, sourced from ages, like if there's so much riding on something, then you and I will also be strict
I
because there's
agree.
so much pressure. And at the same time, I don't think he's so strict as like one can't say he's strict more than saying that he has high standards. I would just like to rephrase that. Like, there's a lot of chatter that happens about him. I think he's the most collaborative I've worked with. He gives
Okay.
the actor a lot of room. He will ask you, ki, how will you respond? Do you think this line works for you? If it doesn't work for you, change it. It's not like that with other people. I've worked with so many directors who, if especially if they're writer directors, and especially if it's comedy, you'd think that comedy is like, free and relaxed and the set is chill. But it's the opposite sometimes. Like in a comedy, the director is like, no, this comma has to be here. This emphasis has to be here. It has to be here. And the film is a director's medium. You have to listen to the director. So
True.
I find him to be the most collaborative director.
Wow.
And yes, he's hard. That's because he has high standards. That's because he wants that in that Lajjo dance, he's not just content with a beautiful piece of dance. He wants you to feel the humiliation and
Yeah.
have a real break while dancing. That's so hard to do. But he wants what he wants. And it's my job to give it to him. So I don't mind at all. I would work with him again in a heartbeat because he makes me a better actor. And no one makes women look as beautiful as he does.
Oh, you're looking gorgeous. Not just, look wise, the acting and, the dance, I mean. Oh my God, I had goosebumps during that entire, scene. Kudos to you
Thank
and Mr. Bansali. So yes, we
thank
will
you.
not reveal a lot about, the character or the series, but I want to understand what was your point of reference to prepare for it, because we know that it is based around courtesans and everything, but we don't know that they played a major role during the freedom fight. We often ignore that side. So what was your reference point to prepare for Lajjo?
Actually, this even before the series in 1857 revolt, in the revolt of 1857, I think there is a reference in Mangal Pandey. I don't remember because I saw it so long back, where Azizan Bai, like the courtesan from Lucknow, actually did fundraising for the rebels against the British.
Right.
And a lot of people talk about how they say history has been changed, and yeah, history. I really do think history has not been kind to these women.
I
They've
agree.
been portrayed as some kind of sex worker, which was not the case. These women, if you've seen the show, they picked who could enter. They picked who could be with them. They picked who could
Yes.
be their patron. And it was a very classy affair. Men from good families were sent there to
Yes.
become men fully, to learn not just about music and literature and shairi and like art and dance, but also about seduction, about how to approach a woman, how to talk to a woman, how to handle a woman, how to show respect to a woman. So I really think it's a beautiful um, thing that actually British, to a very large extent, were to blame for this. They realized how how powerful and popular these women were. So they were like, let's just call them Notch girls.
Yes.
So they come and entertain, and then but they were not Notch girls. They were courtesans. They were like geishas. They were just they held a very high status in society.
Right. Okay, you know what I feel about your filmography? Give you any character and you make it your own. I mean, it's so beautiful to watch. I'll read this. Be it Dolly in Oe Lucky Lucky Oe, Nagma in Gang of Wasseypur, Bholi Punjaban, my favorite always, Fukre, Fukre. Three also, we spoke about that. DCP Sudha in The Great Indian Border. Now Lajjo. And I can go on and on. I mean, there are so many beautiful characters that you've given. I will not go into the process that you follow, but I want to understand how do you ensure that each character is diverse and you bring out something new, and I can, as a viewer, as an audience, I can say 10 years down the line, even if I'm watching, I'll pick up any of these films or series that you have worked with, I'll be watching with same interest. So yes. So how do you do that?
Because I genuinely love my job. I really think that it's a very privileged job to have. Uh, a lot of people grow up and they're like, "Mujhe heroine banna hai," and think of it as a hobby. Like it's such an expensive hobby. You are getting decked up and on someone's set, and someone is lighting you beautifully. Someone's giving you lovely costume. There's a co-actor in front of you, and everyone's like, "Aapko juice chahiye, aapko chair chahiye." It's a very privileged job. It's a hobby, it's a craft, but it's really someone is spending lakhs and crores on it for you to feel in that moment as authentically as you should. And my quest all the time has been to take these characters and give them dignity and give them humanity. Like for especially for Lajjo, particularly for Lajjo, because I have played a sex worker in a Kamatipura brothel in Love Sonia.
Yes.
And I wanted to give humanity to that character also and give her a graph. Like she starts off being negative and then has a change of heart towards the end and becomes almost self-destructive. It's important, and with each every character, I really want to like try a new accent, try a new body language. Like I think I've played around with accents the most. Like I've done a Delhi accent in Oilaki and Fukre. I did a Gujarati accent in Ramlila. I did a Punjabi accent, I remember, in Sarabjeet. Then I did a Maharashtrian accent in Love Sonia. Then Bihari, of course, through gangs. little bit UP in Masan, and now this Urdu talaffuz in from the 1940s in Hira Mandi. So it's like my jam. I really love doing this. I love creating characters that are different and diverse, and I love it when someone like you will come to me and say, "Arey, it looks like this character was written for you." It
Yes.
should be like that. At the end of it, it should feel so organic. Ki it just feels like it's written for you.
As much as you enjoy doing it, we enjoy watching you. So yes.
Thank you. I hope I have a long career ahead when I can keep continuing to do this.
Of course. Okay, Richa, you are known as somebody who usually plays strong and complex character. But I want to understand, how do you prepare for the, emotional part of it, and how easy or difficult is it for you to detach yourself from a character? Because as an actor, you give it all, you know.
Yeah, I give it my all. I get exhausted after that. Especially after, I would say, Lajjo and after Masan. Like Masan
Yes.
was also an empowered woman, but she was shackled by society. She was constantly being judged.
Yes.
She lost her boyfriend because he was didn't want to stand up to
Yes.
society in a way. And I remember after Masan, I took a long break. I went to America where no one knew me. Like I went for a little holiday. Ali was with me, and we like had ice cream and watched plays and just relax. And like totally, you have to sort of disconnect. Sometimes it takes time. Even though I don't do method because I think I'm totally nuts. Even though I don't do method, I feel like it's important after every कैरेक्टर्स लाइक जो वो झाड़ फूक करके तांत्रिक आत्मा निकालते हैं ना बॉडी से यू हैव टू डू समथिंग लाइक दैट whether it's going to a place where no one knows you or whether it's like working out like crazy so your body forgets that feeling or whether it's taking up a new hobby or whether it's doing something drastically different or hanging out with people who love you, it's very very important.
Right.
And the reason I don't do method acting is because if अगर मैं वो करूँगी तो मैं पूरी तरह पागल हो जाऊंगी. I feel like I'm half crazy now. Without a little bit of crazy, you can't do this job. But when you, yeah, it's important to disconnect.
Right.
I would say disconnecting from the job is as important as getting into it. And you have to give both things time.
Yes. Yes. Richa, I can call you a self-made actor. I mean, as far as I know, you have no godfather or somebody who guided you throughout. But I want to understand, how
No,
has
I have lots of people who misguided me.
okay. Okay. That was my question. That was my question. How do you look at your journey? Was there a time when people you go back, this industry is not for you, irrelevant thing?
Yeah, not irrelevant. I think to everyone has their own experiences. एक सेकंड बीबी आ गए हो तो एसी चला दो. No, come on camera. No, you're out of frame. Relax. So I was saying that um, the thing is, especially when you're younger, people offer all kinds of advice, like and it's surprising because you might think that it's going to come from one sector of the industry. Like somebody will say you should dress like this. No, but the opposite has happened to me. When I did Gangs of Wasipur, people were like, why are you in a short dress? And I was like, I need to go out there and let people know that I'm actually young and attractive, because they're carrying on the image of Nagma and not giving me other parts. So they were like, Arey, but you should be seen like in saris and in ethnic wears with a nose ring and kajal. I was like, no, I'm not going to play into your idea of what an independent actor should be.
Yes.
And then there was the other side who were like, you have to go to parties, you have to network, you have to send a producer a bouquet. I was like, the producer knows that I'm sending him a bouquet to get that job. And this actor knows that if I'm hitting on him at a party is to get this job. And none of
Right.
this transactional stuff works for me. So I think I've kind of danced to my own tunes, and that's the reason I'm happy today. Like, I have no baggage. I enjoy my success. Uh, Whatever it is, like I may not be the top star in the country, but I'm really happy with where I am. And I've been written off so many times that I really enjoy this. Every few years, I come and do something unexpected. Um, and people are like, wow, you're so good. I'm like, yeah, I've been here. But yeah.
Adding to that, I was just a few days back speaking to Vidhu Vinod Chopra. He said a
Mm,
very beautiful thing which I want to, tell you. He said we
yeah.
have a lot of superstars and stars, but a very few actors. For you, I
Mm.
can say that you're a beautiful actor. I mean, like I started my interview, give any role to you and you will just make it your own. So yes, yes.
Thank you. I would love to be called an actor, and I would love to someday achieve the potential of, say, an Irfan Khan, who was both an
Oh my
actor and a star, in my opinion.
yes.
What a great loss to the industry. What a charming man. What range. Oh my God. So I just feel like हम में से किसी को बिल्कुल भी we none of us should feel proud that we are doing this, because someone like him has done like a Bengali person in namesake so beautifully, then done Pansing Tomar with that Bundelkhandi accent, then done other. It's just the diversity is mind-boggling, and he's been doing it for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. So like, who are we? I just
So,
feel
so,
like,
so, so humble, no? So humble. I
yeah,
can't tell you. It's so humble.
very humble.
Yes.
Yeah, very humble and very like this is the thing why like a lot of times people actually Nikhil Advani said it. He was at a red carpet recently, uh, and he said that I'll pay the paparazzi 10 lakhs if they can catch any actor coming out of a theater workshop or an acting school. Because all we get to see is ये डांस क्लास से निकला, ये जिम से निकला, ये वर्कआउट से निकला, ये पिलाटेस से निकला, जिम look, airport look, this, that. So we all must ask ourselves why everyone is watching the Oscars or interview आप करोगे किसी का तो they'll be like, I'm inspired by Daniel Day-Lewis and Meryl Streep. I'm like, do you understand what they are doing, how
Yes.
evolved they are, what
Yes.
their process is? So yeah, I hope to get there one day in my own way.
Being a public figure is also not easy because you have your personal life and there is this, public scrutiny. How do you balance between the two?
I don't have a balance. Like I think it's just I think both Ali and me are quite private about certain things. Like you will not see a lot of journalists come in to our house, or we
Yes.
are just not those people. So I think we like to keep sanity. We like to keep work separate from life, and have a healthy work-life balance. And thankfully, both of us have friends who can, call us out, criticize us, make fun of us, and say kitna ganda kaam tha. I also get that, like, from my school and college friends are like, what are you wearing? And, I really appreciate how candid they are
You
with
need
me,
that.
और कैसे वो मेरी 1 मिनट में उतार देते हैं. You need that in life. So I think it's the best hack to not letting any of this get to your head, and to also escape public scrutiny, is to have real people around you, your family, friends who you surround yourself with, who know who you are,
Yes.
who is you before you became famous.
I quickly ask my last second
Yeah.
question. What can you tell me about Pushing Button Studio? Now you're a producer also. I want and you have released slate of 6 films. But I want to understand what
Mm.
is that you would want to work on as a producer, and who are the actors or maybe writers or directors you are looking at?
Uh, well, the I think when the first film that we produced, Girls Will Be Girls, releases in India and comes out, everyone will know the kind of content we want to back in the industry. And I would let each project sort of decide its own creator and actor. Because there might be a project which is massive and larger than life that needs a certain budget, that needs a star to headline it. And at the same time, you could be working on something independent, which is smaller, for which we can, like Ali and I both started our career from theater and via audition. So we'd love to explore that route also, because that's where you find the real gems.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my question. Are we going to see new faces or newer actors, or actors who
I
are
think
really
it's very pompous. It's pompous to say कि मैं नए लोगों को मौका दूँ. Who am I? I am not Vidhu Vinod Chopra, But yeah, definitely it excites me that things go through an audition and like you watch people's tapes and you discover new talent, and that's how we found the new talent for our first feature, and like she won an award at Sundance. I'm jealous of how that opportunity will transpire for our lead Preeti Panigrahi, and it's amazing. That I think that's the way to go in the future, especially for a project of that size.
Like I would not mind spending 700 or 1200 rupees to watch a film. I will not mind to, watch a film produced by you. So I'm waiting for
Oh,
films from you.
thank you.
My
I hope you
last,
like it.
yes. My last question is what's next? We are waiting for Hira Mandi. I loved it, but I would want the audience to, say the same. What's next?
So I have a project that's currently in post-production. It's about, I think, this journey of a few hours or 2 days that happens during the second wave of COVID. That was directed by Abhishek Acharya for ZEE5, and it's an ensemble film in which I'm playing a nurse. So I'm very excited for that. And yeah, other than that, there is a project that I'm producing that I will also act in, but that's much later in the year. For now, I just want to see how my tryst with pregnancy goes. I hope everything's well and easy and smooth, and I will have to take some time off after the delivery to be there for the newborn, for the feeding and all that. So yeah, for now I'll have to focus on that little
So
bit
I
for
did
a
not,
few months.
but a big, big, big congratulations to you and Ali. I am
Thank you.
waiting. I don't know why, but I am waiting for the little one. So yes.
We're also waiting. It's natural.
Thank you so much for your time, Richa, and
Thanks,
keep
Ishita.
entertaining us and keep shining.